In honor of The Last Jedi, I decided to make a 3D printed lightsaber.
Whew. Whoa. Alright guys, here it is. This is Rahm Kota's lightsaber. This has to be my favorite build that I've done so far. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how much I enjoyed doing this and how much fun I had doing it. I had so much fun that I made two of them. And I'll get more about this later on in the video. But just to give a quick rundown on how I finished this, when I first started modeling this, I didn't mean for it to actually be a full working lightsaber. Initially, what I just modeled was for it to just hold 5 lit lights, and then I was just gonna have a simple button where I can push it on and then it'll just light up. The dimensions for this are particular to the internals that I bought for this. I felt like I kind of cheated with this build because I went out and bought internals for it, but I think for the final, so I'm gonna make 3 lightsabers. For the final lightsaber, I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy some internals and then do the connections myself. I just was really unsure, but after doing some research, you can go online and there's actually a saber shop where you can buy high quality internals. Not to say that the ones I bought are bad, but they do the job, and by no means are they bad. They're very good. What's inside of this is a soundboard with a speaker. I actually changed the speaker out to a bass speaker, so this actually has a louder hum when you turn it on. Also on the inside there is a, I believe, I'm not sure what kind of light this is, but it's very, very bright. And then also this switch, and also the switch that lights up as well. Everything is powered by, I believe, 3 AAA batteries. When I modeled this, I made sure that I was able to undo the bottom and be able to pull the internals out so I could change the batteries. Now, keeping in tradition with what the saber community does, their sabers are held in by a hex screw. So when I modeled this, I made sure that I had a hole for a hex screw, and then so I can easily take the blade in and out the hilt. In terms of finishing this prop, started off by sanding this. Sanding literally took, I want to say it took like 10-15 minutes because I found a brand of PLA. The links will be in the description. That works fantastic. I love it. It's cheap. It's not that expensive. They actually lowered their price. They used to be a little bit on the expensive side when I was first buying them, but then after I checked, maybe it was the beginning of last month or the middle of last month, they dropped their prices dramatically, and ever since then, that's all I've been buying. It sands so well, so I'm so happy that I found this PLA. So sanded it, got everything test fitted before I went ahead and started piecing everything together. Alright, so this paint job was literally just 3 paints that I used. So the 3 paints that I used was Alclad, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, black lacquer gloss. And then I followed that, after I laid that down, then I used the polished aluminum by Alclad. And then I went ahead and I masked off the parts that I didn't want the gunmetal Model Masters buffing airbrush paint to go on. So if you watch Bill Duran's Punish Props Star-Lord helmet video, you'll see that he used this exact brand. And once you lay this down and let it dry, and it dries pretty fast, I think it was like 10 minutes, I was able to buff it and give it that shine, and it really brought that metal look to the prop. Before I airbrushed on the gunmetal, I used this Maskall paint. I've seen a couple of YouTubers use this on their small model kits, and I thought it would be a good idea to try it out. I had it for a while and just never used it, so I thought this would be a good prop to kind of use this on. So what I did was I just applied this to around the top of the lightsaber, some of the edges. So when you allow this to dry and you paint over it, you're able to peel this off like rubber, and it gives the paint like a chipping effect, and it brings some sort of more realism to the prop, in my opinion. After I finished airbrushing the gunmetal on, then I went ahead and weathered it, and that was just simple black acrylic paint. I got it all in the details and just wiped it down, and then I went ahead and I dry brushed some of the metal areas just to get that more of a grimy, dirty look. Now, Rahm Kota's lightsaber does have a some sort of wrapping around it. At first I used a ripped shirt and spray painted it, wrapped it around, and my wife told me that it looked bad, so she actually offered one of her bags that her purses came in, and it was the perfect material. So I just cut a strip of that. I lightly sprayed some black spray paint on it and just rubbed it with a pair of gloves, and gave me the look that I was going for. So I guess everybody wants to see this thing fired up. Again, I did change the speaker out, so let's go ahead and test it out. And it does have the clashing sound on it as well. One thing I do not recommend using this for is dueling. Do not print this and go out dueling, or this might happen to you. Or even this. The PLA I think is just too weak. This does have some weight to it. I printed this at 100% infill only because I wanted this thing to feel like a real lightsaber. Being that it was printed at 100% infill with the internals and the blade, it does have some weight to it, and it actually feels like a full-on metal lightsaber. Again, it's bright. I mean, you can see I have most of the lights on here in the room, and it is very bright. And I'm loving this. So if you're thinking about designing your own lightsaber and want it fully functional and are wondering about the internals that I use, you can find the links in the description. All right, so I want to talk about the base for a minute. So I designed the base to look very industrial looking and very old. I wanted to look like it was used and just beat up and worn, and I was able to achieve this. I did not tape the painting of this only because I wanted to get this done really fast and out of the way. The nameplate I got off of eBay. I'll have the link in the description of where you can get this on eBay. This gentleman, I mean, this is actually the second one I've ordered. I ordered a Darth Vader one for a build that I had made a while ago, and I mean, I literally ordered it and got it like within 2 days. And then he also emails you a proof so that you make sure that he makes sure that you're getting what you actually wanting. So I do highly recommend this seller on eBay. Again, the links will be in the description. So let me show you how this operates, where you can take out the blade, unscrew like so, and it comes right out, and I still have a full functional lightsaber head. So this thing is bright. I made the mistake by looking down in it, and turning it on. Do not do that if you do get this, because this light is very, very, very bright. So I had so much fun making this lightsaber that I decided to make another one, and this one is going to my good friend Uncle Jesse. Uncle Jesse ran a CR10 giveaway, and he recommended 2 channels that you should follow, and one of the channels being my channel. And I wanted to find a way to thank him for the many subscribers that he sent my way. I've been a big fan of his work. Actually, he was the one that inspired me to start making YouTube videos or even buying a 3D printer. So, so as my way of saying thank you, he's going to be getting this hilt, and I'm going to be sending him the files so he can print and finish the base for this. So again, Uncle Jesse, I cannot thank you enough. This is for you, my friend, and you should be getting this in the next week or so. So I just found out that my brother has a podcast, and he contacted me today out of the blue. And so I just wanted to give him a quick shout out. I had a chance to watch some of his videos. I mean, and they're awesome. So I'm hoping to get up to New York so I can do a podcast with him and his friends that are doing this. If you guys get a chance, go over to Eggheads Entertainment on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description as well. Again, that's my brother, and he's doing fantastic work. So I look forward to see what he's doing, and then I hope we can collab later on. I just wanted to take the time to thank the 3D printing community, the prop community, for all the support that you guys have shown me. It has been overwhelming. I have enjoyed this thoroughly. I enjoyed this build thoroughly. I enjoy talking to you guys on Twitter. I enjoy interacting with you guys on YouTube. If you guys have any suggestions, any comments, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section. If you have anything that you would like to see me work on next, I am fully open to suggestions. Again, I want to thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome, all around awesome, and you guys inspire me to keep doing this. Guys like Uncle Jesse, Print and Play, Joe Telling, Punish Props, Cosplay Chris have inspired me. So I'm hoping that with my videos that I am able to inspire somebody else to go out and do the things that all of us are doing, and just come up with creative and great content. So if you guys want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at TheBrokenNerd83, or you can follow me on Instagram at TheBrokenNerd83. Again, I thank you guys so much. You guys have been so awesome. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that you have shown me. Uncle Jesse, we got to do something in the future, and I thank you again, sir. So once again, thank you guys. Peace and love. God bless.